Hello my friends, welcome to another Walk in the Word. Heading towards Trader Joe's. Geez, they took all that fencing down. Interesting. They're definitely getting pretty much finished with the outside. I might not be doing too many updates until they open, if I'm here, and probably be getting some quick shots of the parking lot being taken care of. As usual, a lot of traffic. Let these guys go by. Yeah. That's a horn, not a trumpet. So check it out. Yeah, see, they're starting to mess around with the parking lot. Like I said, I figured they were gonna redo this spot because this is where the trucks have to turn around and back in. Oh, look, they put a door on the that's done. All the glass is done on this place. Oh, they finished up the sidewalk. Looks like they have a food. Is that a food truck? And pretty fancy looking posts they have here too. See, the curbing is all done here, but they're going to redo all the parking lot, macadam, also known as blacktop. And these are pretty good looking posts, huh? Look, we even have people walking. Well, we can walk through here now, huh? Nice, right? Yeah. And I don't know, something major going on here. Of course, we had a lot of rain last night. We had a lot. Oh, look, they're doing over here too. I have no idea what this means. Looks like there's another one over there. Whatever, they're redoing the parking lot. And you see now, people, once this is all finished here, people will be able to drive straight through. They took the fencing down, so now people can come straight through to go to the well, you know, Trader Joe's is here, but then around the corner is a shopping center, you know. And they're shortcuts, which they're all still taking. I mean, it's like 7 o'clock at night, and look at all the traffic we have going on. Everybody wants to take the shortcut from the highway over to, who knows, other highways, towns, whatever. I have no idea what to talk about today. But that's the best way to do this. Because, as it says in the Word, of course it's talking about when you go to court, not to plan your words. And the Father's Ruach, His Spirit, will speak for you, through you, if you don't plan your words. That's not an easy thing to do. But I find, even when I do my word studies, of course, there's a lot of planning. That is, my word studies every Thursday. A lot of planning goes into it, but I do a lot of prayer, and I always ask the Father to teach me how that works. And there are always times where there's just a pause, and I'm outside of anything I planned. And then He does speak through me, and those are the most powerful moments of every word study. Guaranteed. Something else is going to be happening here. I don't know when. I pointed it out in a previous walk in the Word slightly. I gotta cross the street and see what this sign actually says. They're gonna be ripping this road up. And then you could say goodbye to traffic. That'll be fun. Look at this. I can't get across the street yet. Bunch of cars. It was all clear on the other side. That's why I wish we had a traffic light here. I don't know if they're going to do that. They really should have one. Here we go. There's somebody coming, so if I get hit, I'll see you upstairs, you know. Let's see. "2017 Road Improvement Program. Sorry for any inconvenience during the construction of Township of North Brunswick. Francis Mac Womack, Mayor, blah 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 blah." Gee, you can barely read this. Bunch of people's names. Personally, I think they're going to be tearing the road up to run new gas lines. And I say that because we got these flags. PSE&G, Public Service Electric and Gas. We got a bunch more flags here. But then I showed you this before. The yellow line says G2G gas. So anyway, sun's going down. These apartments were built in 1962. I was 11 years old, and I've driven down that street pretty much my whole life at different times, going, you know, from wherever I lived previously to, you know, some store, taking a ride with my dad. Yeah. So, Anyway, these apartments, they've been here a long time, and you don't see apartments built like these anymore. I mean, look at all the space. I mean, there's 500 apartments here in the complex. Today, if they were to do it, there would be 1,000 or more. You wouldn't see all this lawn going on. There's a lot of stuff you wouldn't see. I mean, those days are gone. You know, it's a lot of, you know, what the walk in the Word is all about. Looking at the Father's Word. Because, to me, oh boy, I mean, it means a lot of things. How to understand who you are and what you're doing here. But also, how to understand the greater truth of everything. And most importantly, where our place is in eternity. And it's so wonderful to live in a place like this. You can't find places like this, and they're not they're not more expensive. It's amazing. I've been living here for a little more than 7 years now. I was in a ranch house, but I moved here to be across the street from my mother and my sister because my mother had gone into dementia, and I wanted to give my sister support. So I moved here. First time in my life I ever lived in an apartment. And no complaints. I really like it here. And you know, in 7 years I've had a lot of time to tweak my place up. You saw my back porch. Did a lot of work, you know. I do this with everything. I mean, you know, I wanted a pendant that would esteem the Father. I couldn't find anything that I liked, so I took up silversmithing and made this myself. It took me more than a month to make this, but that's me, you know. I bought an old 1954 Chevy pickup truck, had it shipped up here from Texas, sight unseen, rebuilt it, made it mine. That's what I do that with everything, you know. And speaking of my truck, I'm gonna give my my hot rod genius Teddy a phone call next week. Have to I keep a crazy schedule. Yeah, it's hard to explain. I explain it and nobody gets it. Basically, my body operates on a 25-hour clock in a 24-hour world. Do the math. I get up and go to bed an hour later every day. Today I got up at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'll be up all night long. Go to bed around 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning. Tomorrow I'll probably get up around 5 p.m. Up all night, go to bed 9 o'clock, and you know, an hour. It's crazy. But I've been given this life of indescribable freedom. I have never had to be subjected to a schedule. Yeah, there have been times, but not for the most part. Again, like the word says, the Ruach, that's the Father's Spirit. It's like the wind, you know, blows here, there. Nobody knows where it came from, where it's going, where it's going to shift, how it's going to shift. That's how I live my life. Always have. Had a great life. I've had a wonderful life. I couldn't be happier with the entire picture of my whole life. Disappointments? Yeah, of course. But they were my disappointments. Problems? Yeah, but they were my problems. The Father gives you the tools you need to fix your problems. Most people pay more attention to other people's problems. They don't have the tools for that. That's why everything gets kind of crazy, you know? But I'm governed by His Ruach. You never know what I'm going to do next. I never know what I'm going to do next. I used to say, I can't wait to get up every morning just to see what I'm going to do next. And so it goes. You know, I watch people do that daily grind of a job. Not easy, you know? Not easy at all. Same thing, day in, day out. I couldn't do that. Well, that's not true. Of course I could. I've never had to. And I'm glad, because I wouldn't want to. So, hallelujah, the weather's changing. We had a bunch of rain last night, some big thunderstorms. Love listening to thunder. And it brought this in. I mean, we've had 90 degrees, 95, humidity 90%. It's miserable weather. And really, it started around mid-June, ran for 2 months. Today, the humidity's down. Right now it's maybe 45%. And the temperature is down around 75 degrees. That's a big difference. Big difference. Tomorrow, and every day after that, much better. I mean, it's like in the upper 70s. No more 80s, forget about 90s. So, finally, the weather's turning. It's late August. Here comes September. Are we gonna go home? We'll see. No way of knowing. My first marker is September 9th, where the king planet exits the womb of the woman in the stars. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you need to watch my 2017 most comprehensive rapture update. But this is a biblical prophecy, something going on in the constellations. It's a sign, big. In fact, it's in the word. It's called the Great Sign. There's no other sign that's called a great sign. So it's an exciting time. We'll just have to wait and see how everything goes. But here comes the exciting time of watching how it goes. Yeah. So anyway, that's our walk in the Word. Abba willing, I'll see you here again next week. Thanks for being here, my friends. Shalom.